and I was really feeling dude, and we were together for a while, and things happened, and he just decided one day that it was like, nah, I'm good. And I was heartbroken, and I wrote my first heartbroken poem, and I didn't really know how to deal with it, so I just sat down, I got real bitter, and I wrote this next one. 462,323. I did the math while he babbled on about moving on, barely listening because I had heard enough. 462,323 times he told me he loved me. Every morning via text, every night before I slept, 32 times every time we had sex, give or take, times 8, equals 462,323 lies. I stared at the crack on the wall above his head, trying my hardest to comprehend, stringing together phrases like move too fast and tied down and exploring and Quinn, say something. So I did. I love you. Don't do this. I love you. Words he placed on my tongue like communion as he fed to my soul. A union that I wasn't even ready for. And now he wants to pull out like irresponsible teenager and wage a war against the unknown. You loved me. You told me you loved me. I said it as a reminder in a kind of voice, thinking it took him a while to get here. Maybe he had a fall. He's not going to remember any of this at all. This random stomping on my heart is all a part of a concussion of some sorts. Maybe if I take him to bed and do all the things he taught me, he'd remember his promises instead, like forever. He goes, baby, sometimes people say things that they don't really, no. I'm not a baby. You took care of that matter. I gave you the last of my innocence on a golden platter, and you treated it like styrofoam, the likes of which I wish I could relate to, because as much as I'd hate to, I'm about to break down. And a single tear betrayed me. And with his hand held mine, and to anyone watching from afar, he could have been telling me he loved me for the 462,324th time. I hate you. I hate you. It was the second time I thought it and the first time I said it, and I knew in my heart that I actually meant it. I turned my back to him and I slowly walked away, not really having anything else to say besides I had $1 and a dream and a number to play. So I held on to that poem for a long time, and I was really bitter and really upset. And then one day I woke up and I realized, I'm single. I am a single woman. I'm 20 years old. I'm grown. I'm going to find me a 20-year-old man. And we're going to get married and have kids and drive a minivan. And the world's going to be... sunshine and rainbows and unicorn shit. And it's going to be amazing. And then the world said no. I started dating and I started seeing the mess that was out there. No offense to some of you, you know if you're a mess. And so I started, even though I was going through this and I was getting really bitter with the world, I was just like, man, men suck. This is crazy. I wish I was a lesbian. But it didn't happen that way. And I started going to a lot of poetry slams. That's when I started really getting into writing things. And I remember I went to a show and this guy was like, so the theme is love, right? And I want you to do a love poem. And I was like, my man, do you know what you asking me to do? It's not gonna work. And he was like, no, do it. Write exactly how you feel about love. And I was like, all right, cool. So I went up there, and excuse me if I'm using my book, I just haven't read this poem in a while, but I went up there and I did this, and this is called Love Poem. Let me tell you how, if I hear another love poem, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Poems like, I love your hands as they hold mine and caress me across the sands of time, and bullshit. Let me tell you how love poems make me sick. Fuck a love poem. Fuck hands, fuck you, fuck sand, fuck ooh, baby, I love you. You know what they should do? Someone should write a poem about how it feels to write a poem about someone, and after you read it and ask them if they like it, they go, oh, that's nice. Where the fuck are the follow-up poems, the you out of luck poems, that this is what it feels like to fall out of love poems? See, we poets have a tendency for either writing when we're really, really happy or we're really, really sad. And that's the type of shit that gets me really, really mad, because the world desperately needs an I don't really give a shit poem. I don't really like him, but he got a big dick poem. Where's the I'm single, but I live with my ex and we sleep in the same room and sometimes we have sex, but I swear to God, shorty, I'm single. What the fuck rhymes with let me hold some money, honey? Funny. Bummy ass niggas and busted ass bitches. Nobody cares about people that just want you for your riches. Everybody's too busy writing about love. Fuck that. Love will fuck you up. Let me tell you how love will have you traveling from Jersey to Queens, risking being late to work in Manhattan, just so you can ask your ex in person what happens to make him not love you anymore. What the fuck? Where's the poem about how there's no pussy like new pussy? Where's the fuck you and your new bitch too poem? How about an awkward poem? How about a I like you but you got issues? Where's the this isn't really gonna work because you keep saying Pacific, specifically when you're trying to impress me? I need a gutter poem, a bitch I didn't mother poem, and in between the honeymoon and funeral of a relationship poem. See, we're too busy trying to sound too smooth to talk about true truths. We too fucking busy talking about love. Thank you. Needless to say, I was kind of bitter, I guess. I was a little tempted. You understand, thank you. It's Women's History Month and we're all women and we all know the shit we gotta deal with, right? Okay, so it's so funny, so I spent so long being bitter. I spent so long being bittered by people who haggle while I'm on stage. And I decided that I wasn't going to take anything seriously. And I was just going to be angry. And someone came from out of nowhere. Like, out of nowhere. And he didn't care that I was like, no. He was like, no, it's not gonna work. You're gonna be my girlfriend, and we're gonna be together, and that's it. And I was kind of just like, no, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna, okay. And, and slowly, I allowed myself to fall in love. And I fought, and he fought, and eventually we just fell into the groove of things. And one night, he lay next to me, and I was just moved by the fact that I found someone who was fighting for me as hard as he was. And I wrote my final poem. It goes, they say the silence is what should make you nervous. When a couple stop fighting is when they lost their purpose. That proverbial land of I don't give a shit is where all great loves go to die. Luckily, you and I still don our armor, sheath swords forged by our forefathers that go toe for toe and blow for blow until one of us just can't take no more, and we learn to compromise. We negotiate in tongues where I hate you means I love you, and get the fuck out means stay. And every tear is counted and reimbursed for chocolates on the next day. So for as far as passion, our cup runneth over and over and over until we drown in the essence of what it means to be young and in love. We don't fight, we spar, pricking but never admitting the blade to get too far. Touch my scars with their lips heal my wounds with a kiss, and promise me that every battle will end like this because we are worth fighting for. So my name is Quinn, and I'm a woman, and I know what it means to be in love.